Good afternoon. Myself Santosh Purkar. I am from Nasik, Maharashtra, from the Institute KK Wagh Engineering College, Nasik. So, topic for the today's that explanation is ubiquitous computing. Ubiquitous computing. What do you mean by this? This is nothing but the computing environment or the computing scenario that seems to be available around you. For what? For the purpose of your cognitive capability development. What for this? This is for your future enhancement, future activity enhancement, future information enhancement, future planning that seems to be planned or that seems to be executed properly with the help of this mechanism. This ubiquitous computing is nothing but mainly scenario, not actually the scene of computing environment. But no doubt, the logic behind is computing environment. So there is definitely some processing environment, and that is again on the doorstep of your side. So what do you mean by this? Main aim, why to learn this ubiquitous computing? It is to permeate and interconnect all areas of your life. Permeate to miss all your record that will be recorded, all your information that will be recorded, and as per your demand, as per your need, plug and play or on demand that will be provided to your side, all your activity, not only in your hobbies, but it can be at your home premises, at your real life activity environment. So all the way it is connected with you. So it is everywhere, anytime, and at per your demand. So it is like some of the people might be saying this as a pervasive computing. This can be supporting for mobile computing. So computing environment that is with a mobility, that support mobility, that is nothing but mobile computing. Same way ubiquitous computing, but it is all the way around you and with you. So that is nothing but that ubiquitous computing. So main aim to permeate and interconnect all areas of your life. Then cognitive capability that seems to be enhanced. What do you mean by this? Future knowledge. Whatever the knowledge that will be recorded, that with the current activity, that will be utilized for your future plan or future work. So that is nothing but cognitive capability that seems to be developed with the help of this ubiquitous computing. Apart from this, what are its scope? What is its functionality or what is scope as far as functionality is concerned? So functionality, it integratedly support for mobility. It support for ad hoc networking. What do you mean by mobility? There are basically two types. While you are standalone, while you are walking with a certain speed, that is normally termed as pedestrian or that fixed system. What is mobility? Mobility means while you are on a move, your environment, your device, you are taking it with you and you are on a walk with a certain speed or with some vehicle. So mobility is somewhat different than the fixed or that pedestrian activity. But mobility with a certain speed, definitely certain speed, mobility. Again, so mobility, while you are on a move, while you are in a action, your information, your real life activity, your surrounding, that will be informing you all that instances around you, and your information is also recorded all that scenario, whatever that available around you. What do you mean by this? For example, I am now right now I am in a classroom. So in classroom, once I am entering in the classroom, so all lights seems to be get on. While I am in front of this board, so this board normally is of black color. Whenever I think there is need of some graphic drawing, so there is some hand recognition or the palm recognition, there is some gesture that some loud that seems to be drawn, and with the help of pen or pencil I can draw the picture. So that is nothing but ubiquitous computing. That whatever the tube light, whatever the fan, that will be with the activity of mind. So that will be synchronized with me. So that fan seems to be get on once there is some hot condition, that light get on if there is a cloudy condition. All that information that is automatically. So it is on a mobility, and it is again based on a ad hoc activity, ad hoc network. What do you mean by ad hoc network? This is basically topic of this wireless LAN. If you are knowing some basics of wireless LAN, or if you are not, then you can refer that Udemy course from mine. So in that case, I am explaining that WLAN. So ad hoc network, as per your demand, you can form the network. This network can be formed with the help of Bluetooth, with the help of wireless LAN. You can form this ad hoc network. This ad hoc network can be formed with a wireless sensor network, with a wireless sensor node, that Wi-Fi wireless sensor node, Bluetooth. All that element we can use for the purpose of forming a ad hoc network. So it means whatever the surrounding around you, those are capable with all this functionality, all this facility, and along with you, your jacket, your coat, your buttons, all those are somewhat communicated with the external peripheral or external entities or external devices. That is nothing but ad hoc network formation. So as far as scope, functionality scope is concerned, so it supports mobility and ad hoc networking. Again, apart from that, contextual awareness. If by chance, if you watch that robot movies, Robot 2.0 or that normal robot from Rajnikant sir. So in that case, you found that particular chitti get angry with a certain action, with a certain activity. So it is nothing but context awareness. Once you are entering that color of that wall, that seems to be changed. As per your demand, that song seems to be changed. So context awareness that seems to be supported with the help of this ubiquitous computing. So this is the power of ubiquitous computing, contextual awareness. So that seems to be supported with the help of contextual awareness. No doubt. What you required for this? You required some high defined devices, high definition devices. Like for example, high definition TV, high end computing facility, high end camera, then high end that sensing device. So all those seems to be required. Whatever high, it means in terms of sensitivity, selectivity, reliability, and that its ability to amplify very weak signal. It is nothing but like that selectivity. So all these parameters, and again, no doubt, some responsiveness at settling time, accuracy, precision of all those devices seems to be very high, very high. So you normally knowing the definition of precision, accuracy, and that selectivity. So what seems to be the high value that you can record from that. So this is the story with this ubiquitous computing environment. So how this is possible? With all this system. Apart from this, what is the meaning of this ubiquitous computing? It is not a computing environment normally. It is a scenario that will be created, that will be generated, that seems to be generated from your side or from external world for the sake of recording, for the sake of monitoring, for the sake of your cognitive information record purpose. So it is no doubt for this what you required? You required that smart user. You required smart devices. So with the help of this smart user, smart devices, no doubt, all these devices, they must have that embedded intelligence. Embedded intelligence. What it means? Your embedded device. Why embedded? Because you are normally preferring the devices that seems to be miniaturized, small size, low power, and again that programmable, easily programmable, adaptive, easily programmable, and that will be working based on some scheduling algorithm, some priority algorithm, some parity, queue. Those seems to be available for those devices. Some instruction queue seems to be there. So one by one, that action that seems to be recorded, that seems to be executed if you are in some standalone mode. So all that information, for that you require embedded intelligence device. What do you mean by intelligence? Original information signal, intelligence signal, that without noise and only informative content that will be recorded in the form of some your classified information, like unlabeled data that seems to be labeled, and then you are having some crunch of that data that seems to be available. So embedded intelligence that seems to be supported by the devices. This is our another topic. That second topic is smart devices. We are talking for smart devices. So in that case, we are going to see all this detail. No doubt. What is the advantage of all this story? The advantage of this story is that reduction in cost of forming a smart network. Smart network, normally currently we are working with some network, IPv4. No doubt that ad hoc network, some mobile network, some that Wi-Fi, you can have a network. But in this case, you can form a smart network as all the devices, all vehicle, all environment, all wall compound, wall, some device, all the devices, all the entities, fridge, refrigerator, then you can have them washing machine, some ceiling fan, tube light, all those are talking with you as per your mood, that playing a song, that music system that is again synchronized with you. So all those are available around you. So it is, you are all the way connected with the system. So what is your advantage? Cognitive capability that seems to be improved from human being side, and as far as the device from side, that from device side. For what purpose? This is for record purpose. Your future action plan, future activity that seems to be identified, that seems to be predicted by the help of machine learning algorithm. So with the help of machine learning, this ubiquitous computing seems to be more powerful compared with that earlier technology. Apart from this, productivity seems to be improved. What do you mean by productivity? In case of industry, you are having certain actions, certain stages, certain steps for job handling. For certain reason, there is for certain stuck at particular way, if you are stuck somewhere. So what seems to be the way out? That seems to be recorded, that seems to be available, and that with this cognitive capability, that record that seems to be available on the hand of that particular user. So it is productivity seems to be improved. Responsiveness, it is immediate with effect, and it is a smart with a intelligent devices. It is with a quick response. It will be giving you that output. So you need not to wait without due delay. You can get appropriate action, correct action at particular amount of time. It is a responsiveness. It is one of the advantages that is supported. What is characteristic? Characteristics supported by ubiquitous computing. What is that? Accessibility, immediacy, interactive. Interactive, no doubt.